So triangle QST is inscribed in rectangle PQRS, and the length of side PR is 8. Let's put that in there. So this is 8. What's the area of triangle PQT? So the area of the triangle will be 1/2 the base times the height. The base is going to be 8. The height is just going to be whatever this other side is, RS or PT. So we'll just call that RS. 1/2 of 8 times RS will get us there. But we don't have that information yet. Statement 1 tells us that angle QTS is 60 degrees. And you might immediately think, oh, well, that means the whole thing is equilateral, but that it actually doesn't necessarily mean that. If we imagine Q being slid all the way over here and this is somehow 60 degrees, then that's definitely not the case. All we know is that one of the angles is 60, and so this statement is insufficient. It's not A and it's not D. Statement 2 tells us that that Q is the midpoint of side PR. So that means that this is 4 and this is 4, which in turn tells us that QT, because this is a 90-degree angle and this is a 90-degree angle, that in turn means that the angles opposite these sides are equal, because they have equal opposite sides. And since 2 of the 3 angles are the same, that means the third angle is also the same, which then means that these sides are also the same length. So QT, we now know that QT equals QS. So the two sides of the triangle, let's get that in here, we know that these two sides are the same length. But we don't know any of the angles, yeah, it's not enough for us to do anything with. So statement 2 also insufficient on its own. In conjunction, we have a lot more information. Knowing that this is an isosceles triangle and that this is 60-degree angle means that this one is also a 60-degree angle, which in turn means that this must be a 60-degree angle. It's now an equilateral triangle. Therefore, we can use then, if this is a 60-degree angle, then each of these guys, because PQ is parallel to RS, it's a rectangle, so angle QST, which is 60, is then the same angle as angle RQS. So this is 60 and this is 60 because of the way parallel lines work. They all add up to 180. And then, because this is a right angle and this is 60, this then becomes a 30-degree angle. We now have a 30, 60, 90 triangle, and the sides have the ratios of x times the square root of 3 and 2x. Our side length opposite the 30-degree angle is 4. Therefore, our side opposite the 90-degree angle, well, actually, really what we need is RS, which is the side opposite the 60-degree angle. So that side is 4 times the square root of 3. RS is 4 times the square root of 3. We don't have to do the math the rest of the way, but we just know that the area of the triangle would be 1/2 of 8 times 4 times the square root of 3. The two statements together are sufficient.